Hope y'all can find me. We're having some little technical difficulties here. So I'm going to wait a few minutes, see if you see me now in the live, and hope that you can hear me well. I'll give a few minutes. Um, so sorry about the technical difficulties, but I am here if you will find me. So I'm live. And we're doing on Do You Fall Off the Spiritual Wagon? And so hopefully that you will find me in the stream here. Um, yep, I see some people coming in. And all right. And I can see you. So go on and hit something in the chat. Sorry for the technical problems, but sometimes it's this little testing of things, sometimes whether or not it's to be or not to be. But I do see one, if you could hit in the chat, um, spirituality, to let me know that you're here. And that will be great. Okay, that will be great. Um, so I'll give a few minutes. I see some people coming in. Thank you. Um, I'm going to wait a few minutes uh, to get everybody in and welcomed in. So we've got some likes here. Hit the likes, and we'll give it a few minutes just for everyone to see that we're here. I see 3. Can you hit the likes, please? Sorry for the, hey, spirituality. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but for some reason, when I try to stream on my main computer, it something goes on with um, with YouTube. Okay, so but that's okay. We're here, and I just want to give it a few minutes for those that make it in. Um, know that we're here, and that be that. Okay, so let's turn this off here. I'm sorry about that. I'm just trying to do some technical challenges here. I see there's 4 people in. Can you go on and hit the like, say something in the chat to me? Um, just getting ready. I've been here for a while, but having some little difficulties. I know I'm rambling saying that, but I've been having that problem. So, hey, I'm back. Yay. Okay, popping up here. Awesome. So, how is everybody today on this Monday, Moon Day? Um, I hope that you are having a great June coming in as of now. Um, it is Cancer season right now. And so, hey, hi everybody. So, what we're going to do is get started. And do we all, yes, I'm glad you could catch it too. Do you fall off the spiritual wagon? That is a question. And that is something that we all can experience in our spiritual journey, in our spiritual life, and our spiritual experience. Sometimes we fall off, sometimes we become inconsistent, sometimes we just need to get back on track, sometimes we way off track. And this is a way to pivot our way, or meaning your way back. So it's important to have a consistent spiritual life and find our ways back to a spiritual uh, journey. Okay, and so that's very important. Okay, very important. Um, so I'm just trying to see if I can get to the live on my computer, because I see that it is us in here. So bear with me, okay? Because I've been having some difficulties with getting in. So It's sometimes it's just like that before I get in. So just hang on. I want to make sure that this is playing out right so I could see the chat a little bit more clearer. Okay. All right. All right. Okay, give me a second. I'm looking at my computer. All right. So moving right along. Let's get this in. We got 7 likes in here. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to the channel here at Ecliptic Spiritualist. If this is your first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for bearing with me for these 5 minutes of technical difficulties, but sometimes it happens. And so we're going to get it in anyway. So, in saying that, welcome to the channel. If you're new, long term, short term, North Node Community Connection. This is an important topic, which I like to bring all important topics that are lighthearted, but also deep hearted, so they could be part of your root of developing and continuing your spiritual journey and this thing called life. Okay. So, in that process, I do want to make you aware that we, at the time of this video, is being videoed, is during the new moon in Cancer of 2022. So if you like, you can join our altar vigil, our Cancer, new moon Cancer altar vigil, all about love, balance, and um, home activation, home life activation that deals with growing yourself and developing yourself and sending that energy into your inward and outward location where you live and the location that you reside inside of this physical form that you live in and want to take care of and give it the best. So, getting out of um, camera. All right. So, do you have a challenge in falling off the spiritual wagon? Okay, make sure you hit the likes. All right, I have 3 steps of staying on a consistent practice in our busy life, in our life that involves whatever is involved in your life. It could be work, family, animals, jobs. I mean, spiritual practice of your own that sometimes can get derailed, just life, people that pass away, sometimes that'll take you off track, of your spirituality. New births, I mean, there's so many different elements that can cause us to get off our practice or never stay on a practice. Some people are some people, which is all of people, are in different levels and areas in their spiritual practice. Okay. Now, some are right novice, beginning, some are, long term, some are wherever it may be. And it's not based off of age of where your spiritual practice comes. It's wherever you become awakening to start working in your spiritual practice. And your spiritual practice own practice. It's not a wrong or a right way, but the right way is to just do it and be a part of you because it's in you and part of you. Okay. Now, um, when in doubt, write it out. Okay. Now, that is one of the number one areas that I always suggest. Step one, when in doubt, write it out. That's the first step to the 3 steps. Okay. So, why do you need to get back consistent and why do you need to stop starting or you're giving up in some form? You may, your, you have to know your why in your spiritual practice. Sometimes, um, being in a spiritual practice can all of a sudden you go through something that is a change or in your possible religion, something changed like a switch and all of a sudden, you know what, I need to get in touch with myself spiritually. And if you believe in a higher power or universal God creator, whatever that may be, I need to have a connection in that aspect or a connection in my higher self, which is within you, to know that part of your life. And also, some may practice with angels and deities, something of that nature, or your ancestor altars. Okay. There's different forms. Doesn't necessarily even be that. It can be meditation, which is all of it is important because it's your style and what you do. So you have to know your why. Why do I have a spiritual practice? And why am I falling off, on and off, on and off, off and on? Because you may have not really set your why. Okay, that why is a big why, and so you have to find, in my opinion, is you must have a root in your decision. First, make it rooted. I'm going to make a decision to do my why, and you find one area that you really enjoy in your spiritual practice. Find something that you really enjoy and commit to it for 21 days, consistent, 2 to 5 minutes a day. Now, what that I equate that why as it to sometimes, let me use it as a fitness lifestyle. Okay. So some people they get into a fitness, all of a sudden, boom, it come over. I want a fitness, I want to work out. But what happens is people fall off their workout or because they didn't find their true why for that lifestyle incorporation and found something that was what makes them happy in their lifestyle fitness journey. Okay. So they have to find what it is that is fun and make you want to commit and knowing your why more than the exterior part, but the inward part that will change you forever. And that why will change you forever. It'll be a forever, ever, 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 ever. It will be that to you, that why. It will be so much fun for you to show up for who? You, for that why of that spiritual commitment. Okay, so you want to do that for 21 days consistent. Make that a pact with yourself, not a pact to join everybody in, but you must make a commitment to you to say, I'm going to do this for 21 days. And then you will see a result, guaranteed. You will see a result of your commitment to self. Okay, a commitment to you, yourself, you. 21-day commitment to you. Not having to draw everybody in to be a partner in it. Partner with you, me, myself, and I. It's enough of you inside of you to make the consistent you. Okay, so do that to not fall off. Right? Some people make a pact with themselves, and then another thing is once they get what it is that they were looking for, they fall off immediately. Okay? Because they didn't make a commitment. They made a commitment to reaching something, and they didn't really make a true commitment for a lifestyle. And that is where maturity happens in your spiritual levels, in your spiritual journey. It has you, thank you, it has you to make a commitment, okay? And not just, oh, I got something out of it, now I'm gonna jump out, okay? And sometimes people do that. Once they get the dangling whatever they wanted dangling in front of them, once they got that, they're gone. And what happens is it falls back down again, and then you may find yourself in a space that is where you feel empty or low vibration frequency, low, and then you're like, aha, I need to get back to my spiritual practice. But then that's where you have to get back in a consistency and know your why. And it wasn't just for reaching a goal or something tangible. Spiritual journey is not just about the tangible aspect within this earth, but it's a long term spiritual daily commitment for self so that you are built up to bend like a the leaves or the tree, the limb tree, so that you can weather the different storms and challenges and the ups and downs and lows and highs of life, because it will commit to you what you commit to it. Okay, so the practice you want to, so this will help you to not give up. Right now, step two is F it. Okay, F it. That's step two. Now, F it means fall off it. Okay, once we decide to fall off it, we have to forgive in it. Okay, so that's what the F means, forgive in it. All right. Now, what do you mean, Ranita? The ecliptic spirituals. What do you mean? Well, sometimes in step two, when we didn't know our why, and then we get into step two, step one, we didn't know our why, but now we need to know that we need to know why. Step two is F it. Like, oh man, I fell off again, forget it. I'm just not going to. So, what do we have to do? We start, what do we end up doing? What do people end up doing? They end up feeling bad about not being committed, condemning themselves, judging themselves, being very hard on themselves. Okay. And so the F is for forgive it. Forgive it. Okay. So forgive it is forgive yourself. Okay. First of your decision, because you just have not found the why factor to your stickability. Okay, to your stickability. Okay, stickability is where I'm going to stick to this because it's for me, it's for you. Okay, and um you have to make a decision in the effort, which is forgive it. Make a decision to forgive yourself and have compassion on self. Forgive self and have the conversation with you and tell yourself, I love me. It is for me, and be of compassion on me, meaning yourself, and start back the next day. Start back the next day. And what happens there? That means you're taking some steps upward. You're leveling back up. You're bringing your frequency back up. Your consciousness will come back up. Okay, but you have to stabilize yourself in that. So sometimes in the spiritual wagon that we can fall off and have to come back on, we have to make a daily step to say, hey, I'm going to put consistency in 2 to 5 minutes on a daily basis for 21 days. And I'm going to be compassionate on myself, and I'm going to be gentle on myself. Hit the likes if you're in the room. Hit the likes. I'm going to be compassionate on myself. Okay. And I'm going to be more compassionate on myself, because if I speak to myself in compassion and love and forgiveness, then I know I'm doing the right thing for me. Because in a world that we live in that lacks luxury of compassion and forgiveness, you must first forgive yourself first. Have compassion on you. Okay. And if you do that part, then you'll turn right back to your why, get back on track, and take that time for you to develop your spiritual consistency. Okay. We'll have time to ask questions and talk in a little bit. So it's very important to put in a practice of forgiveness for yourself. And that may need to be a mantra for you on a daily basis. I forgive myself and I have compassion on me. In a world that may not be compassionate, I'm compassionate in my world because I live within me. Okay? So take that mantra that I said and apply that, write it down, put it in your journal, add that part of your life. Okay? Now, step three to this spiritual wagon, how to get back consistent and get back on track in these different things. Get clear. Step three is get clear and stay consistent. Okay? I found that helps me most is clarity and repetition. Clarity and repetition. I'll type that in the chat. Clarity and repetition for me. All right. Um, I believe in being consistent in things and clarity and repetition. Now, I found that happens, that has been very graceful to me, um, and giving myself grace and compassion and forgiveness, but sitting down with myself each month as I clarify what I will be focusing on and write myself out a plan. Okay. And that is something that I'm suggesting that your step three to get clear and stay consistent is getting clarity and repetition. But each month, sitting down with yourself and getting clarification to be focused and write out a plan for your spiritual journey and your spiritual consistency for each month. Okay. I review it and I execute it daily. Okay. If I miss, I just shrug it off. Okay. Okay. I missed. And I decide I will move forward the next day because I make a conscious decision for myself to say, self, you will do this the next day. I hold my own self accountable. And what does that do? What that does is take your commitment and your consistency up. It brings your level of spiritual practice up, and it brings your frequency, keeps your frequency up, and it keeps you in your consciousness. And you won't teeter tattle all over the place, following every new thought that comes out, or somebody say something, 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 something. And you're like, yeah, consistency is about feeding yourself. Very important. Filling your cup up. If you deviate a little bit, in our master classes on Saturday, that's an area that we do share. We're in the money magica right now. And I talk a lot about this area and a lot of areas of abundance in your life to see those things take fruition and to take root. Okay. I suggest you to join our master classes. It will change your life. Okay. And you will find a community that will be bonded with you to help and keep you encouraged on your uh, journey because each one teach one and each one needs one. But you need people that's in the same quest as you. Okay, it doesn't mean we hold your hand the whole time, because again, it's your journey. But you find a place where you belong. And it's fun, it's learning. We do readings every Saturday. We do channeling. There's a lot that goes on, but it's a beautiful experience. And your cup is filled. Okay. So I go the next day, right? Shrug it. Next day, I'm back in, back on the saddle. So with all the responsibilities and noise of everyday life for you and me. Okay, this space of consistency will help you in finding your daily truths, allowing yourself to love spirituality of your spiritual practice is your practice and is unique in its own way. Every spiritual practice is different. There's no wrong or right. Your spiritual practice will test itself in your practicality and your consistency. You will be able to test your model on what is effective for you. Okay? So, um you will love your spirituality that is all of your own. No path looks the same. No path looks the same. Okay. So now that we got clear, getting clear with yourself, only getting clear with yourself only. Don't expect anyone else to support you. Let's be clear on that. Okay. When you make a commitment to your spiritual consistency, don't expect anybody else to support you. You must make the choice first and lead yourself by example. Lead who first? You by example. It's very, very important. You came on this earth by yourself. You're going to leave this earth and by yourself. Doesn't even matter if you have a twin. You didn't pop out together at the same time. You got one head on one body. So this is your life and your spiritual journey that will help you navigate through the pathways and the journeys and the valleys and the bridges and the skies and the clouds and the moons and the suns and all that that is a part of this life, death, life cycles. But it's all about leading by example for yourself. And don't expect anybody else to just join along in the reindeer game. Okay. You got to be about you first. Okay. And then, and if your branches expands, that means you grow in your tree and your limbs expand like a tree from branches to others. By your trusted consistency, it may be a blueprint for others on their own path. Okay? So, what y'all got to say? Let me know your thoughts in the chat here about what I was saying here. We'll stick around for a little bit, and I'd like to hear some of your views in the chat. I can see them. I'm looking on my computer. Sometimes it might be a little bit of a delay. Um, but let me know your thoughts and what you feel, or any of this lines up with what you needed today, or needed some encouragement, or let me know your thoughts in the chat. Clarity and repetition, yes. And I see that here, saying exactly that's what we need, you know. And to stay jumping off the spiritual wagon, you know. Um, so I'll give it a couple of minutes to see if there's some responses. I see Muriel is saying clarity is key. Um, those things, hello, Autumn 71, very important. All right. Okay. So I don't know if there's a lag in the chat, but I'll give it a few minutes. Yes. Muriel says, you are always on point. I remember when I was on the point of going back and forth, and consistency is so important. That's when the doors open. Exactly. That's wonderful to say, Muriel. It is, and it's such a good um, good point that you brought out about going back and forth, back and forth. That means that it's like, I think I can, I know I can, I think I can, I think I can, I think, and you have to get on that hook up to for oneself, and then keep hooking on in to continue that growth pattern. And it helps, and you'll see oneself become consistent and become like a lotus and open up, right? And we'll see that, and it's very important in a lifestyle. Now, my lifestyle, as far as spirituality, I'll give you a background about me. It's 30 years plus in my spiritual journey. I do have a strong, I'm going to say that, and I say that proudly, but not boastfully. I have a strong spiritual practice for myself. It's very consistent. I believe in it. I believe in it like the air that I breathe, okay, and the blood that runs through my veins, because it helps me to latch on, and it always brings an insight and things that when I don't understand matters in life and things happen, I ask questions come through the spirit and through my spiritual journey and say, why is this happening now? I don't understand. And so in time, what happens, because I'm consistent, I'll get the answers, you know. I'll hear spirit give me the answers from within, and then my North Node community connection. That's on Patreon. Join it. And us as a collaborative there, and been hanging with each other for some years now. Join us on Patreon in our classes for Saturdays. um, it makes you keep driving forward, because you have a community that's really authentic. It's not like a community and I don't talk to you. I talk on there. I post things all the time. I like when you talk back to me, that encourages me to let me know that what I'm hearing or what I'm putting up or what we say here on YouTube or IG or Facebook or on our website at https://eclipticspiritualist7.com, that it is taking root and is effective. Ascending says this message was on time. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. um, it's an appreciation of being able to have access to share something that is so important in a world that is going into new earth and the age of Aquarius, and things are being shedding. Old paradigms are shedding, and new new newness for change and equality is being brought through. As Cindy says, that goddess lifted was awesome on Patreon. You're welcome. Yes, thank you. If you're on Patreon, you'll see that PDF, and there's a lunar workbook on tier 2 as well. So um, and we get a chance to do, if just give you some tidbits, we get a chance to encourage each other here. We give each other readings. We have card readings, and we give each other readings. We get to meet up in person, even with during this um, um, Shirley 19, giving it a different name, Shirley 19 times that we've been in, we've been staying very much connected, you know. So it's awesome to be consistent in your life. It's your life, and it will help you grow in leaps and bounds. It really will. And not just dangling something, a brand new set of keys, and all of a sudden, everything is gravy. They met my consistency, and then I'm out. What's gonna happen is gonna fall off again. It's like a bad one night stand. Some people, they love the one night stand, they get the high, and then they gone. Okay, and you never hear from 'em again. It's just like your spiritual life, jump off the bagwagon. That a one night stand, you're gone, got the high, and then you looking for another one to come back. Oh, I need that again. You're just falling off frequency. off, on, off, and then dabbling in everything to find that, but you haven't fine-tuned oneself to a stickability to something that you feel is fun for your life. There's no wrong or right way, but you've got to stick with something that you enjoy. And so that way it's fun and you enjoy doing it, not doing something. That's what I'm saying. It's a bad workout. You do a workout, you don't even like it, and you ain't gonna stick with it. So do something that you love. Muriel said, it certainly will. The hard work pays off in due time and don't stop. I gave the one night stand to a client the other day. Yeah, you know. And so let's make sure that we're doing that. Okay. So in saying out, we're going to close out here. Make sure that if you see this video on replay, we do have a new moon video for this season right now. In 2022, a new moon cancer video is up on the channel here on YouTube. Check that out, along with another video that'll be coming up. Our art to Vigil is available, so join that. You're welcome to everybody. You're welcome. And you can join that as well. Join our website at https://eclipticspiritualist7.com. You can subscribe there so that we can stay in a loop with you and contact you. We don't spam you, but we contact you through your email so you can stay up to date with what offerings we have, and maybe some things that may assist you in your journey. All right. I love you for watching today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to videos here on YouTube. Like us on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok. We are on TikTok as well. If you into that, we are on there as well. Um, love you very much. Get consistency in your life. It's your life, most importantly. We do offer breakthrough personal psychic readings, so many different services that will change your life and the life of others within your realm. I will see y'all next time. Have a wonderful rest of your day and catch you on the replay if you see this. See you later. Bye bye.